Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Growing tired of knots, tangled up in problems, and not caring enough. Now I'm on a journey to find what's right, always telling the truth.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I don't give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff Escow.
Doing bad time.
San Diego. It's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann.
Hey, what's up, kids? How's everybody doing? Welcome to Sports World Radio. I'm the host, Jeff Escow. Sitting beside me, as always, Sean Mann, the update man. We'll bring him in just a second. I want to thank everybody for listening to the show today. We got a fun-filled 2 hours for you. That's right, I said 2 hours. That's right, we do this show every day, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. on the West, and if you live in the Central,
figure that out for yourself.
Oh, there he is. All right, so SportsWorldRadio.com is the place to listen to the show. If you want to come and hang out in the chat room with us, head on over to Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. Now, if you don't have an account with Spreaker, it's free, so don't worry. Get yourself a free account, and then come on over and hang out in Sports World Radio's chat room with us. You can ask us questions in the chat room. Now, if you don't want to hang out in the chat room, you just want to listen to the show, and you still want to ask us a question, and you have Skype, and you're at SportsWorldRadio.com, click the little red icon on the left-hand side, and you'll be directed right to the show. There's a little red icon on the left-hand side of the window there that says Call Now. If you're a Skype user, click that, and you'll call the show right away. For non-Skype users, you can give us a call at 619-663-3715. That's 619-663-3715. Follow us over there on Twitter at twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio, as well as Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Now, with all that crap out of the way, let's bring in that crazy guy that you just heard, Sean Mann, the update man. What's going on there, buddy?
I'm doing good, Jeff, and hello, everybody. I'm doing well, feeling better than I was the last couple of days because I'm battling a little cold. I still have a little one, but anyway, doing well. Oh, yeah. 6:06 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 3:06 p.m. on the West. It is Wednesday, July 9th, 2014. Weather right now, Jeff, it's about 93 degrees. It's going to be a hot one all week. Nobody's really been able to sleep at all because of how hot it has been. And I'm going to say, Jeff,
turn the
it's
freaking
hot
air
in
conditioner
San Diego, and it's probably a lot hotter than it is here in Idaho.
Turn the freaking air conditioner on, huh? The hell's the matter with you?
Well, we got the air conditioning running.
So it can't be hot if the air conditioning is running. Jiminy Cricket.
It's
if it's
probably hot where you're at in San Diego there,
Jeff. If you're hot and you have the air conditioner on, you got a problem, my friend.
Well, all I need to do is stay hydrated and drink water. I'll be all right.
Hey, LeBron James is currently meeting with Pat Riley in Las Vegas right now.
Yeah, we moved to NBA
Hold
news.
on one
That's
second.
What's going on.
Hold on.
Ron and Pat.
My sister and my dad left for Vegas this morning. So I told my sister last night before she went to bed, I said, hey, if you see LeBron in Vegas or Pat Riley, tell him we want him on the radio show. My sister and dad are in Vegas right now, and so is LeBron and Pat Riley. I said, if you run into LeBron or Pat Riley, tell them we want them on the radio show. How funny is that? So, yeah, they're meeting in Vegas right now. And I sent Sean an article probably about, 30 minutes ago?
About 35 minutes ago, Jeff.
If that long ago, I got this article. And where is hey, Dr. Myth is in the house. Our producer, Josh Lopez, in the house. Where's the Mountain Dew adding the chins level?
Oh, jeez,
okay.
I'm getting it already.
You are going to get it right now. You know what? And I'm going to give it to you right now really quick. I have to jump on this because Josh brought it up. I seen that video that you posted on Facebook.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, just getting to know people better.
Hey, listen to me. Okay? If you're going to do videos like that, don't do them the way you're doing them. You're showing your chins. Take the video and take the camera and put it up in the air like you're taking a picture and talk that way so you get rid of your chins. Trust me. Trust me on this. Okay? Okay, my friend? Because I know you're doing it with the camera in your hand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Put the camera up in the air and look at the camera like you took that selfie, and do the videos like you did the selfie.
Sure.
Trust me, it'll be a lot better. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just giving you a little critique there, pal.
Oh, yeah, that's fine, man.
I didn't watch the whole video because I was staring at your chins.
You were staring at the chins.
Yeah, so I had to stop the video, so I couldn't really get into it. But you put and as one sports guy to another, you should be doing sports videos.
Sports videos.
Yeah, little like 2-minute snippets about something that pisses you off in the sports world. In fact, you like that idea, right?
Yeah.
In fact, I think you and I are going to start doing little 2 to 3 minute snippets of videos of you doing something that pisses you off and something that pisses me off and start posting them. You like that idea, right?
Post them on YouTube.
Post them on YouTube, telling hey, this is Sean Mann with SportsWorldRadio. You know what pisses me off in the sports world? And then you just go to town for like a minute and a half. And then at the end, you say, come over and listen to Jeff and I over at SportsWorldRadio.com. We do our show, and then you do the plug at the end. And that's how we'll get more listeners. You like that idea, don't you?
It is a good idea.
Yeah, I
yes.
know. That's why I'm the head, and you guys are the body. You understand that? That's why I'm the brains of the operation. And you guys are the body of the operation. That's why we work together so good.
Of course, I'm a lot happier than other things that irritate me and annoy me.
Josh is not too happy with Stephen A. Smith because he wants LeBron and Melo in New York. And as we know, like I started this whole conversation, now I can bring it back to the point where I started this conversation. Thank you, Josh. He interrupted me. Now he's bringing me right back to where I was going to go. I sent an article to Mr. Sean Mann, the update man, not 35 minutes ago, and I woke up an hour ago. I got up at 2 o'clock today, my time, which is 5 o'clock on the East Coast. What is it, Central Time?
I think it's like 5:11 p.m. right now.
4 o'clock Central Time I woke up. So, I sent an article that came out at 3:41 p.m. New York time. The headline reads, this is from the Daily News in New York, my hometown, by Frank Isola. Carmelo Anthony will return to Knicks. Announcement on future expected Thursday. Barring any last-second change of heart, the free agent forward will announce his intentions to remain in New York on Thursday. He believes in Phil Jackson, a source says. What do you think about that there, Mr. Josh Lopez Bulls fan over there? And your thoughts on that, my friend there, Mr. Shoney?
I think it's a great move. I think that's the first choice, is that he wanted to be a New York Knick. The second choice, if the Knicks weren't going to reach to him, and if he wasn't going to reach the Knicks, would be to go to Los Angeles and become an LA Lakers. So this is a lock, and this was a good decision, excuse me, on Carmelo Anthony's part.
Excuse me, I had to turn my mic off. I would have laughed right in your ear if I didn't.
It's cool, man.
Dr. Myth, we were talking about doing little snippets of what pisses you off in the sports world. Dr. Myth writes down in the chat room, what pisses me off is Tony Romo being considered a pro football player. That's great, Dr. Myth. I love that. That's fantastic. I love that. That's good. So, barring any last-minute decision, Carmelo Anthony will sign the 5-year, $129 million contract with the New York Knicks.
Yep.
Yeah, I said I could care less whether he stays or go. You know? It'll be good for him to stay. It'll be good for him to go. You know?
Yeah, I think that's a great move. this is a good move for the Knicks.
We'll see what happens. And not many.
I thought that he was going to wait to hear from LeBron James about where LeBron James is going to go to. But I think it's either going to be Miami and now Cleveland is a possibility.
Yeah, it's only going to be two places. It's going to be Miami or Cleveland. That's it. That's it. And if let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Pat Riley one-on-one in a room can pretty much sell you anything. So if LeBron James speaks to Pat Riley last, everybody else is in trouble. If Pat Riley gets to him first and gets to him last, everybody's in trouble. If Pat Riley only gets to him first, I don't know. But sources are saying that the Cavs are pursuing a trade for Kevin Love if they sign LeBron James. How about that? How crazy would that be? If Melo signs with the Knicks, LeBron goes to the Cavs, Bosh goes to Houston, Wade stays in Miami, what happens to the East? Does it get worse?
The East just got interesting, and on that note, we're going to run to commercial break.
Does it get worse or does it get better? We'll be right back after this quick message. You're listening to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow new way to workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk on the internet. Sean and I continued the conversation during the break while you guys were at commercial. And I was saying to Sean, you know something? If LeBron leaves and goes to Cleveland, Bosh leaves and goes to Houston, Wade stays in Miami, nobody's talking about Miami no more because they ain't nothing. That just opens up the East even more now, doesn't it?
Yeah, 18 minutes past the hour. Jeff and I, like you said, we're talking about this during commercial break. To answer your question, Jeff, this is going to open up the Eastern Conference big time if we see the breakup of these three players, of Bosh going to Houston, LeBron leaving and going to another destination, and Dwayne Wade staying in Miami. So it opens things up real quickly, and it'd be amazing. And even Jeff pointed out that Pat Riley is going to be disgusted at Earth.
He's going to be freaking pissed. He's going to be pissed off if freaking LeBron goes to Cleveland and Bosh goes to Houston. He's going to be pissed. And I'm going to laugh because that just opens up. That just opens up the East even more now. And if Melo stays in New York, for what I understand, the Knicks are going to get Carmelo Anthony, and then Jackson's going after Pau Gasol. Because the Knicks already have Jose Calderon, who is good friends with Pau Gasol and teammates on the Spanish national team with Calderon. And if they trade Stoudemire to Philadelphia for draft picks, they'll have money and they'll be able to pay Pau Gasol some money. So, and now Kurt Rambis is over there who knows the triangle offense. And now that Carmelo Anthony believes and says he believes in Phil Jackson, that triangle offense is going to run great. They got Calderon, the point guard they want to run it. Anthony, you get Pau Gasol in there. You know, they may make the playoffs next year, but that's a good building step to go for 2015-16 season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and this is a good move that the Eastern Conference just got opened up. And you're right, Pat Riley will be disgusted. In other NBA news, Greg Popovich, as you pointed out, Jeff, has signed a multi-year deal to remain in San Antonio. Right move by the Spurs to do it. It was a no-brainer because look what he has done to the San Antonio Spurs. He's been there since 97. He's won 5 NBA championships, 99, 03, 05, 07, and, of course, this year. What do you think, Jeff? It's a good move. He says he wants to continue coaching, then have him continue.
I like it. And I'm looking at an article right here that says the Knicks continue to work the Philadelphia Sixers in an attempt to trade Amari Stoudemire expiring contract to create cap space so they can go after Pau Gasol. And in this trade also, the Knicks could potentially sign Pau Gasol if they were to trade Stoudemire to Philadelphia, would ask for either Iman Shumpert or Tim Hardaway in a potential deal. But the Knicks president, Phil Jackson, would prefer to keep both because I personally, I'd like to see him get rid of Shumpert and keep Tim Hardaway Jr. I think Tim Hardaway Jr. is a better shooter. And which I kind of like funny because here's the other part of the article. It says, such a deal is risky for the Sixers because they would be creating cap space for a division rival to pursue the likes of Gasol, Kevin Love, or even LeBron James, assuming James does not resign with Miami, which he likely will do.
Popovich, of course, is 1,116 wins, and he has 533 losses in his career, including the playoffs. And he won his 3rd NBA Coach of the Year award this season after leading the Spurs to an NBA best 62 wins in the regular season. They went 62-20. Great move by the Spurs. I agree with it. And he is 65 years old. And if he says, you know what, I want to continue coaching, then just keep on doing what you're doing because he likes the job that he's done.
Well, yeah, see, you can coach and be on the sidelines and coach till you're 65, 70 years old. But you can't be a referee running up and down like that, Joey Crawford. Oops, did I say that again?
Yeah, Joey Crawford.
Oh, my mistake.
So that's what's going on for the NBA news. Now, in the NFL, the Raiders, here's some news coming out of Oakland. The Raiders are discussing a new stadium. Oakland, the Network Associates Coliseum in Oakland is the lone facility shared by the Major League Baseball club, the Oakland Athletics, and a team in the National Football League as known as the Oakland Raiders. Because while baseball's athletics are working on a 10-year lease to stay at the Coliseum, the football's Raiders are in talks to have the aging structure demolished in 2015 to make room for a new home for the Raiders, according to a report by the San Francisco Chronicle on Wednesday.
Interesting, my friend.
And would you agree with that, Jeff? Do you think it'd be wise for the Raiders just to say, we want to demolish it, let's get a new home? But here's the question, though. If the Raiders are talking about getting a new home, and then there's a little bit of a conflict here, because the A's, they're working on a 10-year lease to stay at the Coliseum.
Somebody should be sharing some freaking stadiums up there. Why can't the 49ers and the Raiders share a stadium?
That's a good way to look at it. I think it's just because it's like, no, Oakland stays in Oakland, San Francisco stays in San Francisco, and we don't want to deal with it anymore. We want to make sure we have our own stadiums.
Come on, that's ridiculous. The Giants and the Jets share a stadium. What's the problem? This way the stadium makes money every single week during the football season. Look at it that way. Instead of making money 8 weeks, you're making money 16 weeks. Holy cow. Correct?
Lots of it.
Am I right? There's a game there every week at Giant Stadium, right?
Yes. Sometimes the Giants, they play 2 games. Sometimes the Jets play 2 games.
But there's a game there every single week during the NFL season, correct?
Correct.
Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want that? They don't think of it like that, do they?
No, they don't. Initially, the Athletics lease at the Coliseum was to end the following 2015 season, which would have given the Raiders almost 3 years to build a new home for themselves on the site by 2018.
Why don't they just move to L.A.?
And become the L.A. Raiders? Well, here's the way it looks. The Raiders, of course, remember, they left Oakland for Los Angeles and become the L.A. Raiders in 1982, and they returned in 1995 after the city and county taxpayers paid for the Coliseum's refurbishment. And that was all Al Davis's doing when he had to move the team from Oakland to L.A.
Okay.
So I think there's a bit of a conflict here since the A's want to have a lease with the Coliseum for 10 more years.
Well, that's baseball.
Yeah.
They're going to do what they want to do for baseball. Who cares what the hell the Raiders want to do? That's how they're going to look at it.
The Giants Stadium owners must enjoy a 16-game season. That's what Dr. Myth says.
I don't understand. Why don't the 49ers and the Raiders share a freaking stadium, and then there'll be a game there every stinking week? I don't understand that, man.
Now, Jeff, you're the big New York Giant fan. Were you disappointed at all that the Giants moved across the Hudson River and played at East Rutherford, New Jersey?
No, it was closer to me.
It was closer?
Yeah, I didn't have to go into the city to see the game, which made it better.
And then the Jets, of course, played at the old Shea Stadium, and that was 64.
Driving to Shea Stadium from my house was like an adventure because it was a 2-hour ride. It was crazy to go to. So when they moved into the Meadowlands where the Giants played, it's only a half-hour ride. So I was happy. That's why I hardly ever went to Met games, because Shea Stadium was so freaking out there. It was nuts to get to, man. It was crazy. That's why it was easier us to go to Yankee games. We take the bus from where we lived to Penn Station, and then just hop on the freaking subway. And blammo, we're at the freaking Yankee Stadium. You know what I mean? It was that easy. It
Very
was that easy. I mean, with Shea Stadium, you had to freaking drive and then sit in the crowd. It was crazy, man. It was nuts.
Well, maybe they're thinking that it's probably like they're probably thinking in California they probably would say they'd have to drive and it would be nuts and be crazy and bewildering to get in there because of the Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers sharing a stadium.
Well, I like what Dr. Myth says. He says, Jeff, the likelihood of it happening is not very high because it makes too much sense to share a stadium for a lot of teams. I agree with you. A lot of teams don't want to do it. All right? There aren't any teams that share stadiums except for the Jets and the Giants.
And East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Right?
Yep.
Are they the right? And I'm not talking teams like the Rangers and the Knicks. I'm not talking that. I'm talking two teams in the same sport. Not even the Knicks and the Nets share a building.
One plays at MSG, which is Knicks, and then the Nets play at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
Not even the Knicks and the Nets share a building. So I believe there's only one sport that both teams share. It's going to be a tough year at MetLife? I don't think so. But yeah, it's the only, and I'm not talking baseball into football or basketball into hockey. I'm talking football, basketball, hockey. No other teams do it.
I will admit, before we go to commercial break, that the MetLife Stadium, the home of the Giants and the Jets, I will have to say that is a better stadium than what the old Meadowlands was like. The old Meadowlands was a lot of people didn't like.
I loved the old Meadowlands. It was great, man.
Because you went to several Giant games growing up in New York.
Yeah, I did. Better than Qualcomm Stadium. Much better than Qualcomm Stadium. Qualcomm Stadium stinks. On that note, we'll be right back. You're listening to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
What's up with the girls? Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk right here on Sports World Radio every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. in the East, 3 p.m. in the West. And if you live in the Central,
figure that out for yourself.
Damn skippy, boys and girls. All right, Sean, what do you got for me now?
All right, the next story that we get to, we're going to move right into the NFL again. Sherman holds the grudge against Crabtree.
Why did I know you were going to bring that up?
Sherman's still peeved at Crabtree. If you think the Seattle Seahawks cornerback Richard Sherman has forgotten about his little spat with the 49ers receiver Michael Crabtree, think again. Sherman's national television postgame rant directed at Crabtree moments after the NFC title game last season became national news, as we all know. Now he reveals the animosity continues in comments he makes during an appearance on Wednesday night's episode of American Muscle, according to USA Today Sports.
Okay.
Well, you know perfectly well that the Seahawks and the 49ers are kind of like that new rivalry right now in that NFC. I can't wait until they play again, and I wonder what the feeling will be like again with Crabtree going up against Sherman. Should be intense again.
Should be pretty intense, but who knows what the hell's going to happen?
Yeah.
Who knows what's going on with that, right?
Right. Right. I don't know what to expect, and I don't know what it's going to turn out to be between Seattle. The Seahawks, again, are going to probably be loaded again, be a really, really tough team to beat.
A really tough team to beat.
When you're the defending Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, and Sherman's kind of got a point, man. He kind of beat him, and you know what? They play each other twice a season, don't they?
Yes, they do. Once in Seattle and one in San Francisco.
Watch out for that, man. You got to watch those games. I bet you both of those games are televised for sure. See what happens there.
Well, the first time they played in Seattle last year, the Seahawks thumped them big time. Then they went to San Francisco. The 49ers beat them. And then, of course, they played that really classic playoff game, and the Seahawks were able to prevail 23-17. And then, of course, we all know what happened in the Super Bowl. But I think this is becoming like a new rivalry between the Seahawks and the 49ers.
Yeah, it's becoming a nice rivalry, don't you think?
Yep.
I think it's becoming a nice rivalry. Hopefully it'll become a long-lasting rivalry between those teams. Because if it stays the way it's going to stay and Harbaugh stays there and what's his face? Who's the head coach of Seattle?
Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll stays in Seattle and Harbaugh stays in San Francisco. That's going to be a nice rival for a long time.
Yes.
It'll be a nice rival for a long time. See you, doctor. See you, doctor. The doctor has left the building.
So it's not going to be something that goes away, Sherman said on the show, according to USA Today. I hope I play Crabtree every year for the rest of my career and choke him out. There's not much else I can say about the subject. Nobody will understand it but him and me. That's all that needs to be understood.
That's all that needs to be understood. Right?
Well, Jeff, you remember the rant that he had, what was it, with Aaron Andrews after the game. He was really fired
he's
up.
Still got a hard-on for Crabtree. We'll see what happens during the season. He still has a hard-on for the guys. We'll see if he fixes it. That's all. We'll see what happens.
To Major League Baseball, Jeff, here's the next story. A San Francisco Giants fan who suffered the brain damage in a beating at Dodger Stadium won his negligence suit.
His negligence suit?
Yeah, negligence suit against the LA Dodgers on Wednesday, but former owner Frank McCourt was absolved by the jury. The jury found damages of about $18 million, but said the Dodgers were responsible for only a quarter of the sum. The rest of the responsibility was split between the two men who beat fan Brian Stowe.
Which means he's only going to see the money from the Dodgers.
Yep.
Because the other guys, how much was the settlement for? $18 million? Split three ways, 6, 12, and 18, right?
Yeah, $18 million is how much it was.
Okay, so you think that those two other guys got $6 million apiece? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So the only money he's going to see, the money from the Dodgers, which is $6 million. He ain't going to see the other 12 from the other guys.
The jury believed its verdict in a Los Angeles courtroom after weeks of testimony about the assault after the opening day game in 2011 between the rival teams. And I remember that, and that was ugly, that fan beating in that parking lot.
Yeah, but if those other guys don't have the money, he ain't going to get it.
That's right.
Right? I mean, how do you get blood from a stone? You don't, do you?
No.
Exactly right. So if these other guys don't, that So it's 18 million split 3 ways. So the Dodgers will give that gentleman their $6 million, and the other 2 guys they got to give $6 million, which is a total of 12. He'll never see it because those guys probably don't have it.
In other MLB news, this was actually breaking news a little while ago. That's a tough one to say. Tanaka of the New York Yankees is going to get an MRI on the right arm. And
Matsuzaka Tanaka?
Masahiro Tanaka. There you go. Masahiro Tanaka is going to be serving on the 15-day DL as the Yankees again suffer another injury. And Jeff, we talk about the AL East being loaded, and you picked Baltimore to win the AL East. It looks like they're very well on their way to winning the AL East division, which is so surprising for everybody who thinks it's always going to be Red Sox and Yankees. Now the Yankees, of course, seems like this year it's always been one player returning, then another player gets injured. Tanaka is a big piece of their pitching, and to lose him, that's a real big blow for their team.
Hey, you notice that Wes ain't here today?
Wes, no, he's not.
Why?
He posted on my wall on Facebook last night.
You know why?
Why?
Because St. Louis beat Pittsburgh last night.
Oh.
That's why he's not here. Like I said, just like I said it was going to happen.
And how he says that Jeff doesn't know anything about football or baseball.
Give me a break there, Junior Orbzine. Will you? Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know what I'm talking about. But meanwhile, I'm hosting a talk show, and I'm normally right, and you are normally wrong. What the hell is that all about? But I don't know what I'm talking about.
So what do you think of the Yankees situation, Jeff? They just made a big move, and now all of a sudden they lose Tanaka on the DL.
Damn it. I want to see the Yankees and the Red Sox not make the playoffs. That's what I want.
You're going to be right on one because I'm saying it as a Sox fan right now. They're not going to make the playoffs with the way they're playing. 39-51, they're just not getting it done. And there's a couple problems for both teams. The Red Sox, they don't have the big hitting. The Yankees, they don't have the pitching. There's concerns for both teams, and I just don't see both teams possibly making it. Red Sox won't. Yankees are still in contention in the wild card, but it's debatable how long they can actually stay in this thing.
I don't think they're going to stay in it too much longer.
It's been like the up and down for both teams, and if that happens, the last time the Red Sox or Yankees did not make the playoffs was 1993.
Red Sox are in last place, 10.5 games out.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say. We suck.
See, at least you can say it.
At least I can admit it instead of complain about it.
I admit it. You admit it about your teams. I admit it about my teams. Wes doesn't admit it about his teams.
But you have to notice, too, Jeff, at least I don't hide. At least I show up, even though my team isn't doing very well this year.
I don't hide neither, man. I can't hide. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here, too.
Okay, Wes, right now your team is 4.5 games out of first place. Okay? It's going to be very hard to catch the Cubbies because they're 13 games out. But I need them to lose at least – I need them to lose 6 more points or behind 6 more games at least so I can get my double-digit number. And they're still playing St. Louis, so hopefully they'll lose again. I'd really like to see him 8 games out by playoffs, man. That'd be nice. I mean, by All-Star break. That'd be nice.
It'd be crazy, and it would be nuts. And then, of course, these teams don't, the Red Sox, the Pirates, and the Yankees don't make the playoffs. That makes Jeff all happy.
Yeah, it makes me really happy. And check this out. The San Diego Padres are in 3rd place over there in that National League West. They're only 10 games behind the Dodgers.
That's crazy.
Only 10 games behind the Dodgers.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens. We got 5 games left in the first half of the baseball season.
Got 5 games left. I want to see freaking Pittsburgh lose all 5 of them. That'd be perfect because that'll give. If they lose all 5 of them, they'll be 9.5 games out. How great would that be?
That'd be nuts.
That'd be beautiful. I would love it.
Be crazy. It'd be nuts, and sure it'd be a wild baseball season.
But crying.
Sometimes every year it's like the year of surprises.
Wes would be crying. Oh, Jeff, what did you do to my team? They play St. Louis again tonight. They're going to lose again. St. Louis is going to sweep them.
So the Yankees lose, of course, they lose a big pitcher. We go from another team. We go to the National League West. The LA Dodgers, and thank you, Encyclopedia Man, Josh Beckett, of course, is now on the 15-day
but
DL for the LA Dodgers.
He really wasn't doing anything for the Dodgers too much, right?
He pitched a no-hitter, but not much.
He pitched a no-hitter. So did Tim Lincecum.
Yep.
Pitched a no-hitter. Who gives a
He's
flying fig?
Beckett is 6-5. He has a 2.26 ERA. So he's on the 15-day DL, and he has a hip impingement.
Oh, poor Bubba.
Well, I remember that
really quick. I want to jump back to the NBA fast really quick for a second.
Sure.
Do you think LeBron James is going to leave Miami and go to Cleveland and play for a first-time NBA head coach? And David Blatt?
No, I don't see that happening. But a lot of people in Cleveland are preparing for it and are expecting for him to make his return back to Cleveland, and that would make people very, very thrilled and very, very happy.
I really can't see that happening. You got a first-time NBA head coach in David Blatt as the Cleveland's new head coach. Do you really think LeBron James is going to leave Miami for that? I don't care who's on the team. Do you really think he's going to leave Miami for that?
I don't see it happening.
I don't see it happening either. And on that note, let's run to our first sports update of the day. This update is brought to you by shirtshopper.net. Head on over to shirtshopper.net and get all your T-shirts right there. With football season coming up, they got all their NFL team T-shirts right there. They got almost every NFL team in a tie-dye T-shirt. Go over to shirtshopper.net. Head on over to the sports tab and click the NFL in the drop-down and start getting your NFL gear today at shirtshopper.net. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the first update of the day.
Thank you, Jeff, and thank you, everybody. We're 46 minutes past the hour. It's July 9th, 2014, Wednesday. We're going to start in the National League for Major League Baseball. Finals today, extra innings in Arizona, in Phoenix, Arizona. The Diamondbacks over the Marlins by a score of 4-3. The Rockies do the same thing at home in Coors Field in Denver, Colorado. They take the game 6-3 against the Padres. And here are the other games. Wednesday night baseball on ESPN. How about this? The Pirates at the Cardinals, Jeff. And then, of course, the other games we got the Cubs taking on the Reds, the Braves taking on the Mets, Phillies at the Brewers, and interleague play, the Bay Bridge Series, the Athletics taking on the Giants. We move to the American League. One game already in progress. It's the bottom of the seventh inning. The Blue Jays have a 7-6 lead against the LA Angels of Anaheim. Here are the other games. Interleague play, the Nationals at the Orioles, Yankees at the Indians, White Sox at the Red Sox, Royals at the Rays, Astros at the Rangers, and the late game tonight, it'll be the Twins taking on the Mariners. One final today in interleague play. The Tigers prevailed by a score of 4-1 against the LA Dodgers. In the NBA, breaking news, Carmelo Anthony. He hasn't made a decision yet, but all indications are, according from this report from the New York Daily News, that he will re-sign with the New York Knicks because he likes Phil Jackson's attitude. LeBron James, of course, big news coming. Is it possible that he goes back to Cleveland? Or, of course, today he is meeting in Las Vegas with Pat Riley. A lot of big news to report. No news to report about Chris Bosh yet, if he's going to go to Houston. Greg Popovich, of course, has decided to say, I like what I've done in San Antonio, and I will remain the San Antonio Spurs head coach. He signed a multi-year deal today because of the job that he's done. He's won 5 NBA championships, and he won his 3rd Coach of the Year this year. We're going to be right back after a commercial break. This update was brought to you by ShirtShopper.net.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold a room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too. Don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk on the internet. Coming up on the top of the hour, we're finishing up our first hour today. What's up next, Sean?
Well, the next one that we talk about for the next story, of course, we go back to it again. LeBron James, though, Jeff, before we left, you were talking about, do you really think that he could end up in Cleveland and play with the new coach, what's his name, Platt? Platt.
Yeah, David Blatt. David Blatt.
I think, in my opinion, it's not going to happen. It's not, because the Cavaliers, I still say, are missing a lot of pieces since he left, and they are in the rebuilding stages. I just don't see that happening.
You're going to he's really going to leave a coach that he knows to a coach that he doesn't know at all? The flock out of here. Come on. Seriously, boys and girls?
Mm-hmm.
If he does that, he's freaking crazy.
He's nuts to go back there. But all the people in Cleveland are jumping for joy saying, oh, if he comes back, we got the greatest player in the history of the NBA back. We got jeez.
If Pat Riley can't sell him to come back to freaking Miami just on that alone?
That's crazy.
Just on that alone? Then then LeBron James never wanted to play for Miami in the first place. If he leaves Miami for Blatt and Cleveland, he's crazy, man.
Crazy and nuts.
Yes. Exactly right. Plus, he can't get a max deal from Cleveland like he can from Miami, can he? Right?
Yeah.
How funny would it be if he signs a 1-year deal and then goes to New York next year? How funny is that?
There is a possibility he could do that, and he could say, well, Melo is going to stay. Your prediction may be right, Jeff. It may be like Melo could say, even though his agent just said he hasn't made a decision yet, Melo could say, all right, I'm going to re-sign with the Knicks, and then LeBron meets with Pat Riley today and says, you know what? I'll sign a 1-year contract with you to stay in Miami for another year. And then he's a free agent, and then he signs that big deal with the Knicks.
How crazy is that?
That's a possibility.
How crazy would that be, boys and girls? I don't think it's going to happen, but how crazy is that?
That'd be crazy for the summer of 2015.
That'd be crazy town.
Exactly, Encyclopedia Man. You hit it right there. Blatt going to be the difference maker?
Yeah, I don't believe that either. And why would LeBron James leave that continuity over there for something he got no idea what's going on, a coach he's never played for, a coach he's never seen in the NBA? This is his first year in the NBA, this guy.
Imagine if the Cavs would have kept Mike Brown, and then he would have probably said, okay, I've got a connection with Mike Brown. I'll take my talents and go right back to Ohio and go play for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Are you kidding me? ESPN and ESPN2 have the exact same thing on at the exact same time. They're playing the same freaking thing live about freaking soccer.
Well, I can tell you, buddy, the good news is you can watch Wednesday Night Baseball tonight. It will be the Pirates taking on the Cardinals tonight. I know you'll be thinking of Wes.
Yeah, let's go Cardinals. Unstinking believable.
I'm glad I don't watch soccer. I don't want to spend my summer wasting my days watching players kick a ball. If I want to leave that on, I'll do it.
Yeah, but why
I'll just take a nap.
Why is ESPN2 and ESPN have the exact same thing on?
No clue.
2014 Brazil bullcrap. I don't care. What about the people who don't care about soccer? Do you care about them? ESPN?
I really don't care about soccer.
What about the people who don't care about soccer, ESPN? Do you care about them? Obviously not, because you're putting the same crap on same freaking channels, man. Fucking rat bastards piss me off, man. What about the people who don't like soccer and don't want to watch it? You don't give a flying fig Newton about them, do you?
They'll be like, enjoy it while you can, because this is the World Cup.
That might be my first video rant right there.
Oh, something that upsets you the most.
That might be my first video rant right there. ESPN is crazy. They put the exact same thing on at the exact same time on ESPN and ESPN2. All about soccer. What are you, freaking crazy?
They're nuts.
Come on. They got the same thing going on right now on ESPN and ESPN2. Now they're showing baseball highlights. They're all the same. They're doing the countdown. Number 10, number 9, number 8 on ESPN. Oh, look, it's number 8 on ESPN2. It's the same freaking thing. What are you doing? Showing Frisbee footballs, number 8. Frisbee football. Holy freaking Toledo, man. That's what football's going to turn into. Frisbee football. You just let me go. I can go for hours, man, like this. This is ESPN showing the countdown on ESPN and ESPN2. What the flying fig Newton are you doing, you jackasses?
Well, we'll move to some NBA news. Here we go. Here's another one. The Brooklyn Nets will pay a record $90.57 million in luxury taxes for the 2013-2014 season, the sources told ESPN.com. The NBA released its audit to teams ahead of the start of the new physical year at midnight Wednesday and revealed the numbers, including the Nets' penalty for splurging after trading for Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett last year. In all, the Nets paid more than $197 million, Jeff, in salaries and luxury taxes this past season. Only 3 other teams had paid more than $90 million in a total tax since its inception in 2001.
Wow.
And how about this? Overall, there were 5 luxury taxpayers. The New York Knicks, they got $36.3 million. The Miami Heat, they got $14.4 million.
They had to pay. They had to pay those to pay that, right?
Yeah.
Because they were over the salary cap. That's a fine, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks were the highest paid fine team in the NBA last year, right?
Yes, they had $36.3 million. The Heat,
fines.
Yeah.
For being over the salary cap. So they were $36 million over the salary cap, so they got fined $36 million. It's dollar for dollar. How crazy is that? That's why they're trying to get rid of all these freaking people. That's why they got rid of Chandler, and now they're trying to get rid of Stoudemire. Get out from under these contracts. Don't have to pay a big freaking fine no more. Damn salary tax crap. Okay, who else is on that list?
The LA Lakers, they come in at number 3. They paid $8.9 million.
Uh-huh.
The LA Clippers, they're number 4, $1.3 million, also paid into a pool. Each non-tax-paying team will receive $3 million as part of the dispersal.
Right. See, so that money that the Knicks just paid, the Lakers paid, the Clippers paid, and who else is on that list?
The Lakers and the Clippers.
Lakers, Clippers, and Knicks?
Yeah.
And who else is on? Just those 3?
There's 4. There's Lakers, Knicks, Clippers, and, let's see, Knicks, actually Heat.
Oh, Jesus. Lakers, Clippers, Knicks, and Heat. Those 4 teams paid how much total? Does it say there?
Let's see, Knicks 36.3 million, the Heat 14.4, Lakers 8.9, and the Clippers 1.3 million.
So it's just a little over 50 million.
Pretty much.
Right?
Right.
Just a little over 50 million. It would split between the other 26 teams. Because it's 4 teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that a little over 50 million gets split between the other 24 teams, right?
Right.
Wow. How crazy is that, man?
Before we go to commercial break, the NBA also made an early prediction of $66 million for the 2015-2016 salary cap.
66 million?
66 million.
Not bad. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Have you ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, each and every Monday through Friday, right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. in the West, and if you live in the Central,
figure it out for yourself.
That's right. All right, Sean, what do you got for me?
Kind of going back to the NBA, though, Jeff, when you were talking about this story, okay, $66 million for the salary cap. What do you think about this? And then also the new luxury tax line will be $76.8 million. That's a 7.1% increase from last season's $71.7 million.
Okay, so the salary cap is 66, and the luxury tax is 78.
Yeah, and this is what we're talking about for 2015.
So if you go over $78 million, you're going to have to pay luxury tax.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep it under $78 million a year, you don't have to pay luxury tax, right?
Right.
Is that what it basically says?
Yep.
Jeez, if you keep it under $78 million, Nix. $78 million, that's... Wow. Hey, listen. I picked a freaking team for less than $50 for Jiminy Cricket's sakes. If I can do it, you can do it, you rat bastards.
The new values are $14.7 million for players with 0-6 years of experience, $17.7 million for players with 7 to 9 years experience, and $20.6 million for players with 10 or more years in the league. LeBron James max would be $20.6 million under those terms.
26?
$20.6 million.
Oh, 20.6. And what is Carmelo getting?
It didn't say in this story about that.
Carmelo's getting close to 29 million, 30 million a year.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
That's a lot of freaking money for one guy. And then you got $36 million to build the rest of your team.
Mm-hmm.
Because the luxury tax is 60, because the salary cap is 66, correct?
Right.
But then you got that gap from 66 to 78. If you go over 78, then you got to pay luxury tax. So really, if you think about it, the salary cap is 78 million, not 66. Because the luxury tax kicks in at 78 million, not at 66. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what that article basically says, right?
Right.
Okay, so therefore, you can afford 20, 30 million for Anthony, and 30 million for another guy, and that's about it. That's 60 million right there. And you got to figure out how to get the rest of the team with 17, 18 million bucks, which is hard to do. And Paul Gasol wants like 10 million a year. I think, you know what? Giving Paul Gasol $10 million a year is better than giving Amari Stoudemire $25 million a year.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying, man?
I know what you're saying.
And if Philadelphia wants Iman Shumpert, give him to him. Because I think Hardaway's a better shooter anyway. Just my opinion. So do that trade. Get it done. Get draft picks. Get it done. You got now you can go after Pau Gasol. You get Pau Gasol. You got your point guard in Calderon. You got freaking Carmelo Anthony there. Fill in some other places. Boom, boom, boom. Run that triangle. You'll be rocking and rolling.
To the NFL general managers will have a brief break from their vacations Thursday when they can participate in the supplemental draft. The 4-player draft will be held at 1 p.m., but there is no guarantee any of the players will be drafted. New Mexico wide receiver running back Chase Clayton, North Carolina linebacker Darius Lipford, Virginia University of Lynchburg defensive tackle Lakendrick Ross, and SMU running back Traylon Sheed are the 4 players available.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah, I've been trying to practice that before the show.
I bet you were.
Do you watch the supplemental draft there, Jeff?
What do you think?
I would say no, just like you would not even want to spend your time watching soccer.
Correct. Correctamundo. There's really only one draft I look forward to.
And that's the NBA draft.
Correct. I play along with the NFL draft, but I just play along. I look forward to the NBA draft.
I really don't watch the NFL draft.
And you want to know
much.
something? I would rather watch the WNBA draft than the NFL draft. And I have. I have watched the WNBA draft. I don't watch the NFL draft. You want to know something? Here's something even crazier. I've watched the NHL draft. Okay? I don't watch the NFL draft. I just watch the first pick and that's it. That's all I really care about. Because college football doesn't do anything for me. Therefore, why should I watch the draft? It's boring. All drafts are boring. Even NBA draft is boring. But I'm a big, huge NBA guy, so I have to watch it. I'm forced to watch it. Like not some of you. Like some of you with football, you're forced. I'm forced to watch it with basketball.
I don't really watch the NFL draft, but it's really cool that the last couple of years that we've done it, even this year, we did the NBA draft, and we were talking a lot about the moves that we had for it was over 2 hours that we did that.
Over 2 hours. Yes, I know. It's crazy stuff right there.
It is. So, yeah, the supplemental draft coming up. And, Jeff, NFL training camp coming up in a couple of, 16 days. That's when the NFL training camp begins. 16
days the NFL training camp begins?
Yeah.
16 days?
That's right.
Oh, man. Already?
And it won't be long, and then it'll be the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio.
16 days from today, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. July 25th, huh?
Yep.
And then how many days after that how many weeks or days after that is the Canton, Ohio game?
The Hall of Fame game starts August 3rd, so let's see, that would
August 3rd?
Yeah, so it'll be 16 days until training camp, and then what is it, like 8 days or something? 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days into training camp. They're playing a game.
And that'll be your New York Football Giants, Jeff, playing the Hall of Fame game against the Buffalo Bills August 3rd, a Sunday.
Oh, my God.
I think it's a Sunday night.
9 days into training camp. That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good at all.
But I don't really care very much for the NFL preseason. I'll be ready for the season start in September.
Either. I don't care about the preseason either. And if Giants are smart, they don't put freaking Eli Manning in the first 2 games.
Maybe he'll just play like a series, or maybe play.
You don't get him hurt at all. He's coming off ankle surgery. You don't want to risk crap. When's the first game of the season?
The first regular season game of the 2014 season, I will take a little look-see here, starts September 4th, Thursday night. NBC, it'll be the Packers taking on the Seahawks. And I know, Jeff, you'll probably do our NFL Pick'em for Yahoo Sports again.
Yeah, we're going to be doing our NFL show for sure, our NFL Pick'em League again for sure. You bet your sweet petunias on that. And I'm thinking about doing an NFL show on Saturdays.
That'd be great.
Bring back the NFL, do a 1-hour NFL show on Saturday.
And we can talk with Frank about getting Frank, or maybe Nick, and bring some of the peeps in here.
Yeah. It's probably, I want to do a 1-hour show, but most likely it'll end up being 2. Because we got to make our picks and all that fun stuff.
And then, of course, on the first Monday night football game, it, of course, will be September 8th. It'll be a Monday. It'll be the New York Football Giants taking on the Detroit Lions in Game 1 of this doubleheader. And then, how about this, Jeff? You're going to be a busy man that night. You got your Giants playing the Lions, and then the Chargers play the Cardinals after that.
Is that Monday night?
Yeah, September 8th.
Excellent. Excellente. Giants, Chargers, doubleheader, right?
Yeah.
Gotta love that, don't you?
Because the Chargers, it seems to me, they've always played the second game of that
because they're
doubleheader, like the last couple of years.
Because they play on the West Coast.
Yep. Yeah, there you go.
They play on the West Coast for Jiminy Cricket's sakes.
But I'm not ready yet for the NFL to start.
16 days is NFL training camp. Holy freaking cow.
And then August 3rd, the Hall of Fame game.
Better start promoting churchshopper.net even more to get all your NFL gear over there.
Yeah, and I'll need to sign up for your NFL Pick'em. And, by the way, Encyclopedia Man's already talking smack. He says, I'll win. I'll win the Pick'em.
You ain't winning crap. You didn't win last year. You ain't winning this year.
Let's see it, Encyclopedia Man. You sign up and you join us in the Pick'em, and let's see how well your picks are.
Right. When I get the Yahoo Pick'em League going, I'll send out the invitations like I do every year. We'll see how many of you people actually join up. Frady cats.
I'm in.
Frady cat. That's what you people are. You're all afraid. Who won it last year? Do you remember?
Who won it last year? I won it.
You won it last year?
I won it. No, wait a minute. I think it was Ebo that won it.
Correct.
Ebo won it. I came in like second place, and then she beat me by a couple games.
That's right. I do believe Ebo won it last year. I believe I won it the year before that, correct?
Yeah, I was ahead for a while.
Yes, that's right. I think I won it 2 years in a row, if I remember correctly, and then Ebo won it last year, right?
Yep.
I believe so. I do believe that's how it went. So, you know what there, Mr. Producer Boy? Rots of Ruck.
Thinking that you're going to win in the NFL Pick'em. I can't wait until he loses. Then the Encyclopedia Man goes back into his hole.
Ruck. And what we do during the football season is we have our Pick'em League going on, our NFL Pick'em League, and then on Saturdays we do a Saturday show, and Sean and I make our picks for the week, including not the game on Thursday. We'll make our Wednesday pick on Thursday, and then the rest of the games we usually pick on Saturday, right?
Yep.
And we like to bring people in on the show to make it a nice, fun
Billy Ray
so
Smith.
We'll
Remember when we brought Billy Ray in?
I'm going to send an email to Billy Ray. Since we're doing it on Saturday this year, I'm going to see if we can get Billy Ray to come on the show with us this year.
That'd be wonderful. I enjoyed having him on there. And I would even listen on YouTube, Jeff, when you recorded those. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to try and get ex-NFL player Billy Ray Smith back on the show to make our picks with us, because he does his radio show the same time we do ours here in San Diego. So since we're doing a Saturday show for the NFL show, I'm going to see if we can get him to come on. And we just bring him on for the picks. That's all. He just comes on, makes the picks, and we send them on his merry way. So I'm going to see if we can do that this year. Hey, we're going to run to a quick commercial break. You're listening to Jeff Escal, Shaw Man on
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, doing this show each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. on the West. And if you live in Essential,
figure that out for yourself.
Damn Skippy right there, Mr. Shawnee. Okay, Sean, what do you got for me, pal?
All right, the next story that we get to, we're going to talk about the Major League Baseball standings here real quickly. We start in the American League East, of course. I know that Frank isn't here. We'll have him in here for tomorrow's show. The Baltimore Orioles, they're 49-40, and the Blue Jays are 48-44. These two teams, it just seems like it's been back and forth. But the team that looks like Jeff was even saying that could win it all for the AL East could be the Baltimore Orioles. They have had outstanding pitching. They have had outstanding hitting. They have got a very tough lineup. And it's like Jeff pointed out, it's very possible that he may get his wish that both the Red Sox and the Yankees are going to be not making the playoffs. Tampa Bay, after they were off to a disastrous start, they've come along, and they have done very well. So the AL East right now has just totally looked up and down for all the teams. It seems like all the teams are doing well, and it's just like a roller coaster for all of them. And the AL Central, it seems more and more apparent that the Detroit Tigers are going to hold off and do well and get to the playoffs, because the reason why I'm bringing this story up is because the first half of the baseball season, as you all know, it ends on Sunday. And then the second half, it's a brand new season, starts right after the All-Star break. Right now, the Detroit Tigers are 50-37. They look very, very tough to beat. But the team that looks really, really good right now, and the team that could very well represent the American League, would be the Oakland Athletics. They sit at 57-33. But the biggest question is for the A's fans and for Oakland A's, can they ever get past a fifth game? Can they get past Detroit? Because it seems like every time they have played the Detroit Tigers, they have been the team that has always had to rebuild and not like rebuild, but having to deal with the fact that they can't seem to get past the American League Divisional Series against the Detroit Tigers. This be the year that the A's finally do it and get back to the Fall Classic for the first time since 1990. And, of course, that was the year they lost to the Cincinnati Reds. Their last World Series win was 1989 when they clinched it against the San Francisco Giants. Hard to say.
It is hard to say, you rat bastard.
But the A's have done a great job, Jeff, because, Bob Melvin, and you picked him last year for the American League Manager of the Year.
I picked him again this year, didn't I?
Yeah, and don't forget, we got our first half awards coming up because the All-Star game is next week.
Yeah, I know. And what are the A's doing? Doing their thing, ain't they?
The Athletics are most certainly doing their thing, and I just don't see any team being able to compete with them. With the A's, they're hungry for a win. They want to win it all because they have had, it seems like they got to the American League Championship Series in 2006, but the A's have had some heartbreaking losses always in the fifth game.
Especially, since they just made that trade, too, for Samardzija. What a great move that was. You know that,
Billy
right?
Beane has done one heck of a job with just keeping that team together, making them a strong, contending team.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job. He's doing a really good job. And you ain't going to win crap there, Mr. Josh, producer boy. Trust me on that.
Another team that's kind of competing with the Athletics that could be a big... Actually, it's a three-team race. You've not only got the Athletics, but you got the Angels, who are another team that's right there. They're only sitting 4.5 games out. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Seattle Mariners are hanging in this race as well for the American League West.
Yeah, they ain't going to... Still early. They'll be down there.
I don't see it happening.
No, because you got the Angels in there. It's either going to be the A's or the Angels. Seattle ain't going to win crap this year.
Well, if you look at the playoffs, if it had started today, Baltimore would be in, Detroit would be in, Athletics would be in, And then the AL wild card, if you look at it here, would actually it would come from the American League West. I think it would be the Angels and the Mariners. And, of course, Jeff, you'd get your wish not seeing the Red Sox or Yankees in the playoffs.
And that would be great. I think it would be great for baseball.
Because Jeff knows that he's tired of always seeing Boston or New York in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Exactly right.
In the National League East goes like this. The Nationals, they're 48-40. The Braves are 49-41. Miami, 44-47. The Mets are 41-49. And the Phillies, they sit at 39-51. So right now it looks like it is pretty much a 3-team or 4-team race in the National League East.
Well, what do you think?
I think that National League East is going to go right down the wire. The Nationals had that great run. Of course, that was 2012. They won 99 games. They went 99 and 63, and then it just ended for them in heartbreak. It ended for them in heartbreak by losing to the Cardinals, and then they didn't make it last year. Matt Williams is trying to make sure that this team can play some good ball.
We'll see. We'll see, won't we?
Indeed, we will.
We'll see what happens.
In the National League Central, the Brewers are 52-39. The Cardinals, they are 49-42. The Reds, they're 48-42. And Wes, your Pirates are 47-43. And Frank, your Cubs are 38-51. They're
in trouble, man.
Cubs are always in trouble. They've always had they're hit with the jinx. And then, of course, the Pirates, of course, the team that thought that were bringing the winning tradition back to Pittsburgh, have kind of gone back to the same old Pirates.
Same old Pirates going their same old way, down instead of up.
And that angers Wes tremendously.
There you go. I know it does. And I kind of enjoy that immensely myself.
Well, did he post on your Facebook last night, Jeff?
I didn't see it. I don't hang out on Facebook too much anymore. I'm in and out because
it's so boring.
It's boring and it eats up my computer badly.
Yeah, nothing to do on there, but it is boring. I had to go on there because all this.
I go there, I talk to some people, I have some quick conversations that I need to have, and then I'm out the door.
Yeah.
Anybody really needs me, they know how to get in touch with me. There's only one person that I can't talk to any other way but Facebook, so that's why I go to Facebook.
Probably won't be around forever.
No, it's okay. Once that person gets a phone, then they'll be able to call me. Yeah. Exactly.
In the National League West, you got the Dodgers. They're 51-42. A couple weeks ago, the Giants, a long time ago, they were 42-21. The Padres, like Jeff said, like you said, are 40-51. They're sitting in third place. The Rockies are 39-53, and the Diamondbacks are 39-54.
Well, I think that race is going to be between the Dodgers and the Giants. And remember, this is an even season. We're in 2014. And the last several years, according to the way it has been, San Francisco Giants will win the World Series this year because they didn't make the playoffs last year, and the year before that they won the World Series, and the year before that they didn't make the playoffs, and the year before that they won the World Series. So they're kind of in a pattern right now. So I'm thinking San Francisco Giants right now, but we'll see. It's still half the season to go.
Don't rule out the Dodgers.
No, don't rule out the Dodgers.
Even though Jeff can't stand the Dodgers.
Can't stand the Dodgers, yeah. And personally, I don't think they could have pitched a no freaking hitter because the guy threw an error into the ground and they gave him an error instead of a hit. That's bull. It's not a true freaking no hitter.
You're going to blame Bud Selig on that?
Yes, it's Bud Selig's fault. It's Bud Selig's fault on everything that happens in the Major League Baseball.
Well, here's what Encyclopedia Man says. I know more about football than you guys know about basketball.
Well, you can't even spell basketball, so that's obvious.
Oh, wow.
You don't even know how to spell basketball, so that's obvious right there. You spelled it basketball.
Basketball.
Basketball. Let's play basketball, you jackass. You know that you know the movie Happy Gilmore?
Oh yeah, Happy Gilmore is a funny movie. I've
You've
seen
seen
it a
the
lot.
movie Happy Gilmore, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lots of times.
In the movie Happy Gilmore, that guy keeps on popping up and going, jackass,
You will not make this putt.
jackass, right?
Yeah.
You will not make this putt, jackass, right?
And then Bob Barker beats him up.
Look at iPhone, autocorrect, basketball, you rat bastard. Yeah, blame it on the iPhone. Sure, blame it on the autocorrect. Yeah, right. That's what everybody does. Oh, autocorrect, sorry. Yeah, okay, whatever. So your thumbs are too fat to hit the small buttons. That's what it is. And the V and the B are probably right next to each other. So you probably hit them at the same time. Thanks, motorcycle. You probably hit them at the same time, and the V got there instead of the B. I understand you fat fingers. I have them too. That's why I have big fat knobs as a keyboard. I have a big knob keyboard so I don't miss the buttons. You rat bastard. You're the rat bastard.
Encyclopedia man. He goes, look what he says. Oh, F you, Jeff.
He's the rat bastard. All right, we're going to run to our final update of the day. Sean, man, this update is brought to you by Keurig.coffeemachines.com. For all your Keurig products, head on over to Keurig.coffeemachines.com. You need some coffee? You need a coffee machine? You want some tea? You need something to hold all your coffee and tea in? Head on over to KeurigCoffeeMachines.com right now and get all your Keurig coffee supplies. Brewing perfection, one cup at a time. That's KeurigCoffeeMachines.com. Take it away, Sean, man, with the final update of the day.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. We are 30 minutes past the hour. It's July 9th, 2014. Wednesday afternoon on the Pacific, late afternoon. Then, of course, Wednesday evening on the East Coast. And, of course, it's evening for the people out in the Central. Anyway, here we go. Here's the news that we got from the NBA. LeBron James today met with Pat Riley, the Heat president, maybe about him staying in Miami. But he is looking at other options as that three-team deal lets the Cavs free up the cash because there was a big trade that happened in the NBA. We'll talk about that after we get done with this update. Derek Fisher says, I promise you, Carmelo Anthony, we're going to make this team, the New York Knicks, a much better basketball team next year as he begins his coaching career in the NBA for Derek Fisher. Carmelo Anthony's agent says he hasn't made a decision yet. But according to the New York Daily News, Melo is expected to sign a new extension with the New York Knicks and remain with Phil Jackson's team since Jackson is the new president of basketball operations and general manager. We move to the Major League Baseball. Here's what we got going on right now. We're going to start in the National League. ESPN Wednesday Night Baseball coming up in 29 minutes. It'll be the Pirates taking on the Cardinals. Here are the games we got going on right now. The Cubs and the Reds, they're scoreless. The Cubs are threatening with a runner on second base. Braves at the Mets. Right now the Mets have one run on the board, top of the second inning. And here are the two other games. You got the Phillies at the Brewers. Interleague play, the Athletics taking on the Giants. Finals from this afternoon, the Rockies prevailed by a score of 6-3 against the Padres. Extra innings down in Arizona, the Diamondbacks over the Marlins by a score of 4-3. Interleague play in the American League, here are the finals. The Tigers take it 4-1 over Dodgers. The Angels were able to come back and defeat the Blue Jays by a score of 8-7. Bottom of the first inning, interleague play, it is the Washington Nationals taking on the Orioles right now. The Nationals strike for 2 runs in the first inning. Same goes for the Indians. They have a 3-0 lead against the New York Yankees. The White Sox and the Red Sox right now, the White Sox have a lead of 1-0 on a home run by Bobby Abreu in the top half of the first inning. The same goes for the Royals. They strike on a solo home run by Hosmer as the game is in the top half of the second inning. The Astros at the Rangers and the Twins taking on the Mariners. That concludes Major League Baseball. In the NFL, we are 16 days away from the start of NFL training camp. And we're not that far away from the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio. which starts on August 3rd. And Jeff and I will be doing a fantasy pro football pick'em league, and we're on to pick our teams and who we expect to win on Sundays and, of course, Thursdays and Mondays. That'll do it for this update. We're going to run to a commercial right now. This update was brought to you by CoffeeKeurig.com.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, what's up, kids? Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Eskow, Shaw Man. Doing this each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. in the West. And if you live in the Central,
figure it out for yourself.
Damn Skippy. This is going to be the last segment of the show. We're going to run out of here about 15 minutes early today. It's getting really super, super warm in the studio. And I'm sweating profusely all over the place. And I don't want to sit in the hot studio no more. So, since I'm the head of the show, I can do that. But, hey, we've given you almost well over an hour and a half of fantastic sports talk, haven't we, Sean?
We've had a fabulous time.
Okay, what do you got for me next there, buddy boy?
The next story we get to is the MLB fan at the Red Sox Yankee game as we close this one out. Still upset that he was videotaped when he was sleeping, and he's still planning on suing ESPN, the Yankees, MLB, and John Kruk.
That's a frivolous lawsuit, man. And why is he suing John Kruk? John Kruk didn't have anything to do with it. What, is John Kruk running the freaking camera, dude?
No.
Unbelievable.
It probably was because...
I finally seen the picture of the guy sleeping. And you want to know something? And Frank Sprankle, windbag of Sports World Radio himself, he was right on. Hey, dude, lose some freaking weight for Jiminy Cricket's sakes. Will you? Holy freaking, no wonder why you was sleeping. Probably tired just getting to your seat, you fat bastard.
And then if he was on the show and he says, hey, he goes, don't teach me anything about weight. I know how to take care of myself. All I know is I don't need somebody to be showing their camera right in front of me when I'm asleep.
You are in public. Whatever you do is public domain. It doesn't matter. You are in the public eye. You are not in your privacy of your own home You are not in the privacy of somebody else's home. You are in a baseball arena. It's a public area, and you know the game is being televised. You know they show the crowd. What's the matter for you? It's not the first time they showed somebody sleeping on TV, you jackass.
And what happens? He would probably say, "Well, what happens if it was you, Jeff, and you were falling asleep during, and you had everybody filming you? What would you do if that happened?"
I'd be laughing my ass off. Not only that, I would send a letter to the freaking radio or the TV station, asking them where I can get a copy of it so I could put it on YouTube and make fun of myself. You know something? You know something, dude? But I don't remember his name. Robert, I believe his first name was.
Yeah.
Instead of drawing that kind of attention to yourself, make fun of yourself, draw the opposite attention, swing a positive to it, and everybody will love you. But no, I'm suing you, and I'm suing you, and I'm suing you, and I'm suing you. Well, guess what's going to happen, dude? The judge is going to throw it out on a frivolous lawsuit, and then the town is going to end up suing you for a frivolous lawsuit, you dopey bastard.
Well, I'm saying it right now. That before anything happens, that's the rat bastard of the week right there. I have to say it because, come on, give me a break.
I
whose
don't
fault
know.
is it? Who's falling asleep, and whose fault is it?
What about the whatchamacallit, the Redskin safety Jackson being suspended for the fourth time? What about whatchamacallit getting busted for a DUI over there at San Francisco 49er, right?
Right.
There's a lot of rat bastard candidates this week there, Mr. John Lopez.
And you pay attention, Encyclopedia Man. I want to hear what your thoughts are.
Get them all to Sean, and we'll decide which one it's going to be. There's tons of them. There's tons of really wacky people this week.
And then what happens if the guy was on there, the guy that's suing you, and he said, well, it's unfair the way you're treating me. I'm going to sue your show, Jeff and Sean. I'm going to sue you both.
Is he going to sue me for defamation of character?
He's going to say, yeah, I have no right to make fun of my weight and the way I look. Have some respect for me.
Okay, whatever your name, I can't remember his last name. I wish I could, because, you know something? I'm going to do something that I hardly ever do on this show.
It's Andrew Robert Rector.
Andrew Robert Rector.
Yep.
Good thing it's not rectum. I said that yesterday.
Yeah.
Mr. Rector, I apologize for calling you a fat bastard. I apologize for calling you a dumb douchebag. And I apologize for everything I'm going to call you in the future. Because I am going to call you names. Because people have been shown sleeping at sporting events since sporting events were televised on TV, Mr. Rector. Okay? I've seen I'm 48 years old, Mr. Rector. I've seen probably hundreds of people on TV at sporting events sleeping. None of them sued anybody. Mr. Rector, do me a favor. Check the back of your ticket before you go any further. Because if you bring up a ridiculous lawsuit, you might see your side on the wrong side of a lawsuit yourself.
But he would probably
say... Do you know his lawyer can get in trouble for bringing a frivolous lawsuit to court? Do you know that?
Yeah.
So I would watch out that your lawyer doesn't get in trouble or gets disbarred. I was watching Bill O'Reilly. Why I was watching Bill O'Reilly, I don't know. I know why I was watching Bill, because they were talking about this topic right here that we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Bill O'Reilly says that Mr. Rector's lawyer should go to jail for 30 years for bringing a frivolous lawsuit like that. So watch out there, Mr. Rector.
And then he probably would say, well, there is a concept which is called privacy. You guys should give me privacy when I'm trying to fall asleep.
Not when you're in the public. When you are in the public and at a sporting event and you fall asleep, you should be made fun of. You're at a sport. I've been to a million sporting events. I have never, ever fallen asleep at one of them. You should be made fun of if you fall asleep at a sporting event, shouldn't you, Sean?
Yeah.
Unstinking believable, man.
And now he's suing. John Kruk, ESPN, MLB, the Yankees, $10 million.
I hope his lawyer goes to jail. How funny would that be if the judge turns around and says, I'm dismissing the case and I'm putting Mr. Rector's lawyer in jail for 30 days for bringing a frivolous lawsuit to my courtroom. How great would that be? Oh, yeah, and by the way, Mr. Rector, you're joining him too.
And he probably would say, well, why would I want to join him? I'm just standing up for my rights.
Read the back of the ticket.
Read the back.
On that note, we're getting the flock out of here. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. I really appreciate all you guys listening to the craziness that we call Sports World Radio. Until tomorrow, my friends, remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable. Peace out, everybody. For Sean Mann, I'm Jeff Escow. This has been Sports World Radio.
Bye.
Hey, boy, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, kid. So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.